Hello students. Today we start the second semester. In second semester, I have take the paper first that is based on plant diversity, and this is the unit first. So in unit first is based on the pteridophyte, and in that you have to study about the Nephrolepis plant. But the first of all you have to know about the classification of plant kingdom. So in classification of plant kingdoms or in plant diversity there are many types of plants, and they are classified according to their characteristic. But before starting you have to first of all you have to know about the characteristics of plants or features of the plants. So main features or unique features of the plant is the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is nothing but the productions of the food energy. So the plants are producers, they can produce their own food. So and in the process of photosynthesis the plants are make their own food material with the help of sunlight and water. They can prepare their food. So this is the unique features of the plants. The second feature is the oxygen producers. It is also related with the process photosynthesis, because and this is an only ability of the living organisms which can produces the oxygen while production of the glucose. You have to read these reactions. So in presence of the water and carbon dioxide, the cell organelles, for example chloroplast, this chloroplast cell organelles, they can convert, or in presence of sunlight this chloroplast cell organelles converts these uh, or they can produce the glucose molecules and they can imitate the oxygen molecule. So it is only happen in the plants. So they can produce the oxygens. Then third features of the plant is the autotrophic. Autotrophics, that means uh, it means it produces its own food material. This is only unique characters of the plant because they can produce their own food material. They cannot depend on other organisms. So this prepare own food material is termed as the autotrophs. Then transpiration. The next character of the plant is the transpiration. Transpiration, that means the loss of water in the form of vapors. So the many plants will lose their water in the form of vapor. This process is known as the transpiration. Then next character is the green color. So uh, the plants having the leaves with the green colors, because these leaves contains the chlorophyll photosynthetic pigment. प्लांट्स का कलर ग्रीन क्यों रहता है? दैट मीन्स दे कंटेन्स द क्लोरोफिल पिगमेंट, एंड दिस क्लोरोफिल आर द photosynthetic pigment. They can help in the production of the glucose and oxygen. Then next characters is regarding the stationary, because the mostly the plants are the stationary organisms. They cannot move from one place to the another place. They can fix their in at a certain points. That's why the plants are the stationary. The next character is regarding the vegetative reproduction. So as you know, vegetative reproduction is nothing but the with the help of part of the plant they can be regrow as a new plant. कोई भी यदि हम प्लांट्स का पार्ट यूज़ करके यदि उसको हम ग्रो करते हैं उससे हमें पूरा प्लांट मिलता है, दैट इज़ द वेजिटेटिव रिप्रोडक्शन. So it is characters of the plants. Then next character is the conductive tissue system. So as you know, conductive, that means the transportation of water as well as food material. So in the form of xylem and phloem, these two systems are present in the plants. So they can conduct water as well as food particles. So these are present in the plants. Then cell wall. The plants having the definite cell wall and they protect as well as giving the shapes of the cells. So these are some important characters of the plants. So with this introduction we move towards the classification or of the plant kingdom. So this I have already discussed in last semester, just we revise it. So this plant kingdom is first of all is divided into two parts. One is the cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams, that means they are non-flowering plants or not flowers are uh, or non-flowering plants, not seed-bearing plants or the hidden union of the gametes. Cryptogams, those plants, they are having no flowers, no seeds, and the sexual reproduction will be in the hidden state. But in phanerogams are the flowering plants. Those plants which are flowering, seed bearing and also the open unions of the gametes, जहाँ पे मेल सेक्स और फीमेल सेक्स का ओपनली or they will be unite openly, those are the phanerogams. So this is the main two types of the plant kingdom. Then again these cryptogams is divided into two parts. One is the thallophyte and second one is the pteridophyte. So thallophyte, that means thallid plant body, and pteridophytes, that means they are first land plant and having the well developed vascular plants. So in thallophytes is again divided into three parts, that is algae, fungi and bryophytes. Algae are mostly filamentous and aquatic plants. Fungi plants are the non-chlorophyllous, that means they are not contain chlorophyll pigments. The mycelium like or cottony mass of that plants, and they may be saprophytic or parasitic, that means they grow on the dead organic materials or also on the other organisms. Then third category of the thallophyta is the bryophyta. These bryophyta are the amphibians, that means they can grow in aquatic as well as in terrestrial condition. So thallophyta group, as you already familiar with the thallophyta, because the last sem will cover the thallophyta group, in which you have to study the examples of algae, fungi and bryophyta. In algae you have to study the nostoc and I think Spirogyra. In fungi, you have studied Rhizopus, Aspergillus. In Bryophyta group, you have to study the Rixia. So these all are examples of the thallophyta. In this semester, you have to study about the Pteridophyta group, then the phanerogams. So Pteridophyta, these are the first land plant and having the well developed vascular plants. Then move toward the phanerogams. Phanerogams, that means they are flowering plants, seed bearing plants and open union of the gametes. So these phanerogams, which is also known as the spermatophyta, they are again divided into two types. One is the gymnosperm and second one is the angiosperm. So gymnosperm is the naked seeds, and in angiosperm there is the enclosed seeds. Gymnospermae, in gymnosperm plant the seeds will be naked seeds. That means they can we can see with the eyes, but or they can present openly. But in angiosperm the seeds are enclosed in the fruits, so they can enclosed in condition. So this is the main difference between gymnosperm and angiosperm. So in this same you have to cover the three groups: pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. So this with this classification, in next video we will start with the unit first genus in unit first, that is on Nephrolepis, which is also called as fern, which is under the Pteridophyta group. I hope all of you should understand about this classification and general features of the plants.